Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with another project life page. So you can see there I just showed you the first spread for January that I did last week, and then today I'm working on the second page for my album. So for this one, I already had stuck in my photos where I want them, and I'm going through this cute little berry storage organizer that I have my 4x6 cards in. I also have some 6x6 papers that I have in my stash, and I'm just going through and pulling out some of those because those are the ones that I want to work with. So today I am coming to you from my couch because I am still sick and I'm so tired of being sick. So I am doing this on Wednesday and I'm not going to post it until Saturday, but I wanted to get it done today and I'm just trying to take it easy. So if I sound different, that's why, because I am just sick of being sick. Okay, so now here you can see I have that photo of Jonas, and that one is just a cute photo. I bought him some new long sleeve shirts, and he came out in the morning before school and was like, "Hey mom, look, I'm wearing that shirt," and he really liked it, so I took a photo of him and he looked cute. So this is a 4x6 pocket, but I just have that 3x4 photo. So I decided to just pull out a white piece of cardstock that was a scrap in my drawer, and I'm just gluing the picture and then the journaling card onto the piece of scrap. And it's not even the full 4x6, which is totally fine with me. It doesn't bother me since the photos are already the right size to fit the 4x6. It doesn't bother me that there's not a full background card. I just wanted them to be able to have something to stay put together on. Here I am using some of this cheap tape. I think I got this from the dollar section at Target maybe, or it might have been Michael's. I don't remember, but it was a few years ago and I'm trying to use it up. So I decided to put it there to divide the photo and the journaling card, and then I'm using some close to my heart little enamel dots and doing my journaling. And I don't have the layout in front of me, and like I said, I'm sick, so I'm not going to go to too much effort today to read things to you. So I hope you can see what it says. It's just basically saying what I just said, that I got Jonas some shirts and he liked this one and wanted to show it to me. So I took a cute photo, and then I'm going to put the date on the journaling card, and I don't remember what the date was. Sometime in January. I think it was like the first week in January, maybe the second week in January. So now here I am just cleaning off my stamp and tapping my fingers, trying to figure out what else I want to do. And I have these two stamps those are from a Citrus Twist kits that I got last summer in 2016. And I wanted to make sure to use them because I'm really bad about using stamps. And so I thought incorporating these cute little stamps would be fun to do. So here I am cutting up I think this is a white, like one of those flimsy papers that you get in your postbound albums. When you buy postbound albums, you get like a piece of white paper in the project, or the protectors that come with the paper, or oh my goodness, I can't think, the album. I used to buy postbound albums, and I don't buy them anymore because I do not like them. I have a love-hate relationship with them. Okay, sorry, I had to move down to my scrapbooking room after all because my laptop died, even though when I started the video, it said it was at 50% and then didn't give me a warning that it was about to die. I hate my laptop. Okay, anyway, so here I am working on this one photo, and this is Brennan and Tinian. Brennan is giving Tinian a piggyback ride, and this was, we were getting ready for bed and they were waiting for Jonas to get out of the bathroom or something, I don't remember, so that they could finish brushing their teeth, or, you know. It's hard for kids to share a bathroom when they're all trying to do the same thing at the same time, right? So they were just playing around and having fun. Here you can see I am going to use just this white piece of paper to glue this photo down. And I did make, like, the mat was a little bit too big, so I am going to just cut it down a little bit, and I still really like how that turns out. I did use some old papers. Those are from the first Chamel collection. And then I also have this stamp that says best ever. So I'm going to stamp that down there at the bottom. And then I'm also going to, let's see, what else am I going to do? I'm going to clean the stamp. And then let's see, sorry. I made this layout quite a while ago. I think this was made back in February, so about 2 months ago. So I don't really remember what I do. Okay, so here I have a scrap of that same blue washi tape. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to put some enamel dots. And then I'm going to glue down this other photo, but I wanted to do some journaling above the photo. So I'm going to cut it down and I am going to mat it on that striped pink paper. And then I'm going to ink the edges, and I think I'm inking the edges of the papers with this, it's Close to My Heart ink, and I think it's Lagoon is the one that I'm using. Here I'm going to use this silver doily, which I got from Spiegelmom Scraps, and it was just a little scrap piece that I had, so it fit there perfectly. And now I'm going to do journaling, and it says, Mark made cashew chicken, and it was so good. And that was actually a photo, I think I took that for Instagram stories. And then I'm going to pull out these Tim Holt stickers, but I don't have enough, so I'm going to use my Teresa Collins stickers, and they are black with a white outline for the letters. And I'm just going to spell out the word dinner. And I'm going to, I think both of these photos were taken on the same day, so I'm going to stamp the date over to the left of that photo of Brennan and Tinian. Here I'm putting down some more enamel dots. And then I'm going to stamp the date, which was January 15th. Then I'm going to write on the side of that photo of Brennan and Tinian, I'm going to write bedtime shenanigans, because I just thought that was kind of cute. Cute journaling, just to let you know this is them playing before bedtime. And I wanted to spell shenanigans the right way. So there I was using my phone to make sure I was spelling it right. Okay, now that card is done. I am going to move on to, I think, the middle row, maybe. I'm kind of trying to clean up a little bit. Okay, now it looks like I am going to work on this photo of me. So, funny story. I don't even remember what I was doing, but in January, it was freezing some of the days. And so at one of the nights, I think this was at night, I had been wearing this cute little scarf that my kids had gotten me for Christmas. I wore it like all winter long, and I loved it, and it kept me so warm. But this one night, I was like super freezing. I think it was because I had taken a shower, so my hair was all wet, and I like to let my hair air dry because it doesn't get quite so frizzy when it air dries. So I had put the top part of the scarf onto my head to keep my ears warm and my head warm, and I took a photo because I thought I looked kind of funny. So I decided to use this cute acetate piece that says breath of fresh air. I cut it down on the right and cut off a little bit of the R just because it wouldn't fit on there the whole way with the whole picture of me. I guess I could have cut the picture of me down, but I didn't think about that at the time. So I'm not going to put any paper or anything. It's just going to be just that card and the date, which was January 8th. Okay, so now I am using this, making this photo up in the top right. And you can see I'm cutting down a little tiny photo. That is actually not going to make it on this page. It is going to go on the next page though. So you'll see that one next week. But it is a text that my husband sent me of I think it was like somebody posting on Twitter. But here you can see I've cut down that blue paper, and now I am just going to start layering papers behind the photo. So this is a photo of my kids, and one of our favorite dessert places is it's called Orange Leaf, and it's just frozen yogurt, and we tend to go there probably once a month. We actually haven't been there in a while, so maybe we should go tonight, but I don't know because I'm not really feeling up to doing anything. So here I'm just cutting down my photos, and sorry, I had to step away for a minute, so I didn't finish my last sentence. I apologize. So I'm just adding these layers behind this photo and inking the edges with that Close to My Heart Lagoon ink, and then I'm going to start gluing them all down. I'm really liking how this is turning out. Even though their coats are red and it kind of clashes with the pink, I'm okay with that. I really like how this card turned out. Okay, I am all done with gluing down the layers, and I am going to move on to embellishing this card. So the title is just going to be Froyo Love, and I'm using these, I think these are Webster's Pages maybe, or they might be Allison Craft. I can't remember. But they're just cute little wood grain tile letters. I'm also going to use that heart flare badge to embellish the top there, and I'm going to pull out some more of this blue washi tape that I'm trying to use up. So I'm going to glue down that heart right there, and then I'm going to stamp the date, which was January 12th, and I am going to be done with that card. And if you've been following me, so I just posted my first January spread for the year last week, and also I have a cover page over at the Crafty Maven channel that I will leave a link below, and I will also leave a link to last week's Project Life video as well. And I'm going to try to keep up with posting on Saturdays. So I hope that I can do that for you guys. Okay, so for this photo, this was actually taken on the same day. I think this was earlier in the day. That it was January 12th, so that must have been a Saturday, because I think this was, Brennan was eating lunch and Mark was feeding him like a little bird, so I had to take a photo. Oh no, you know what? January 12th was a Thursday, which is actually the day that we do leftovers. So I pulled out the mint color of these same alphas, and I wrote out the word leftovers, and I am going to, I put some enamel dots on there, and that card is done. Now I'm going to move on to this card of Max, and I have this white pen that I thought it would look pretty cool if I just journaled on the photo instead of using the tile letters, but it didn't work out very well. I'm not even going to try to cover it up or do anything. I'm just going to leave it, and I'm hoping that I'm going to buy a better white pen. These ones that I have are from Rangers, I think, and it doesn't work very well at all. Okay, so now here I'm working on this photo of Jonas, and this was January 13th. And he was not feeling very good at all. So I took him to the doctor, and I am writing in those tile letters, 10 a.m., not good. And then I'm actually going to switch up the order of the photos. So I went with Jonas to the doctor at 10 a.m. that day, and I'm not going to do much more to this card. I'm just going to put the date on it. I'm going to stamp the date, and then it's going to be done. Like I was telling you, I like to keep my Project Life pages very minimal, just so that your focus is the photos. I just want to know what's going on in the photos, and just, yeah, that makes me happy. Okay, so here I have this photo. We had just pulled up into the garage, and Jonas had been waiting for us because it was the same day. It was January 13th, and he had stayed home sick, and he came to the door, and he was all smiles. So what I'm writing out is 3 p.m. doing great. And he went through this for probably about 5 or 6 months, where he would feel really sick and gross and just sick to his stomach. He would never throw up. He just felt nauseous and just couldn't really eat very well or anything like that. And this is where you see I switched those up, because those 3 photos are all the same day. So I did it in order of time. So that photo of Jonas at the doctor is 10 a.m. This photo of Max is in the carpool lane waiting for Brennan and Tinian to get out of school. And then this photo is at 3 p.m. when we got home. So it's all in order there. But anyway, back to my story. So he went through about 5 or 6 months where in the mornings he would just feel gross and sick. He couldn't eat. Like, he just didn't feel very well. And so it was a kind of a hard time for us, but I have a layout that I actually explained all of that on. I hope you enjoyed this layout, and I will see you next week. Bye.